What's going on, everyone? It's KB the Mark, back to bring you the news. On today's wrestling report, we have many stories, starting with the original plans for Gable Stevenson, major cuts happening from WWE, and many more stories. Please don't forget to leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and push that notification bell to stay up to date. Now, without further ado, let's jump into the news. There is more WWE programming coming to the USA Network. According to a report from WrestleVotes tweeted that WWE and USA are working on a new kids trivia show. The idea is for kids to compete against WWE superstars, and the show is titled, as of now, WWE Tall vs. Small. There's no word on when the show will debut. Kids make up a large part of WWE's audience, so for them, this kind of show makes sense for them. Beginning in the 80s, WWE made a big push to market to kids with merchandise and kids shows. Hulk Hogan's Rock and Wrestling TV show aired in late 1986-87 and played a big role in getting a younger audience to sample their shows. Several years ago, WWE tried a kid-friendly version of their wrestling show with Saturday Morning Slam. Presumably, the new trivia show will air at an earlier time slot, but that's not confirmed. Commander is the latest wrestler to sign with AEW over WWE. He joins the likes of Jay White, FTR, and Brian Cage, who had interest from the rival company but decided to stay in All Elite Wrestling. Last month, Commander made his AEW debut in the Face of the Revolution ladder match on an episode of Dynamite before losing to AAA Mega Champion El Hijo del Vikingo and then to Sammy Guevara on the April 5th Dynamite. Commander worked his last match for AEW on Wednesday's episode of Dynamite against Jay White. It was another impressive performance by Commander despite losing. While speaking on Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer noted Commander signing with AEW is a big deal and WWE had an interest in him. Olympic gold medalist Gable Stevenson was supposed to already be on the WWE main roster by now, but that obviously hasn't happened. He was drafted to Raw in October 2021 through the WWE Draft and made a cameo appearance at WrestleMania 38. He was also seen as part of Kurt Angle's birthday celebration in December. WWE's plans for him were delayed as he underwent a heart procedure. Stevenson's brother Bobby wrestles as Damon Kemp on NXT. He confirmed last month that he will be returning to amateur competition ahead of an appearance at the upcoming US Open. Triple H confirmed in past interviews that before he had a health scare that forced him into retirement from wrestling, he wanted to work with Stevenson at WrestleMania 38 and even pitched the idea to Vince McMahon. While speaking on Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer recapped everything that is going on with Stevenson and gave a little bit more detail about what WWE had planned for him. The original idea was he was going to do college wrestling that season, which he did, and they were going to bring him to a couple of Raws during the year. He wasn't going to wrestle, but he was going to make appearances to build up his debut, which was going to be at WrestleMania. And yeah, never appeared, still hasn't appeared. He retired after winning the Olympic gold medal, actually after winning the NCAA championship last year because he came back from the Olympics to win the NCAA championship. Then he retired. He was going to go into WWE and all that. The ratings for the latest edition of WWE NXT are in. The show drew 565,000 live viewers on the USA Network, which is up from the 528,000 viewers the show previously drew a week ago. It did a .14 rating for the 18 to 49 demographic. The show did a .13 rating 1 week ago. The show went up against the NBA playoffs competition that dominated the night. Last week was the lowest total viewership the show has ever done on the USA Network. This doesn't include episodes that aired on Sci-Fi. It ranked number 17 in the top 150 shows on cable for the night, up from last week's number 18 ranking. Following the news that WWE had agreed to be acquired by the Endeavor Group with the idea for WWE and UFC to merge to create a new publicly traded company, there has been concerns regarding talent releases and employee layoffs. Shortly after the acquisition was announced, Endeavor COO Mark Shapiro stated that employee layoffs would happen since Endeavor already has people in departments that can handle things at certain WWE departments. As exclusively reported by WrestlingNews.co on their Patreon page last month, some people in WWE are worried about mass releases. While speaking to Light Shed Live, WWE CEO Nick Khan gave some insight into the expected cuts by giving a rough estimate. If you look at what Endeavor was able to take out, cost-wise, from UFC in 2016 or shortly after the deal was done, we have the same expectations here. We think $50 million is a really conservative number. We have integration teams now. We're going to get those in shape. I think we'll have a better sense of it in a month or two. We're going to be pretty aggressive with them to make sure that for our shareholders and for our company, our organization is as lean and mean as possible, and we're going to rely on the Endeavor flywheel to make up the rest. That's it, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Please be sure to check out more videos from the channel. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and push that notification bell for daily wrestling videos. Once again, I'm KB the Mark, signing off. Until the next one.
I started with nothing and came out a king. I've been the one that's been ballin' for rings. It's been me and my team and we chasing the green. My team be the shit, we ain't ballin' for free. My team be the shit, we ain't ballin' for free.